face her ultimate destiny. I have with me the 2 human sacrifices, the flesh of one innocent and one guilty. This person was the innocent volunteer, someone who truly feared the unknown. She screamed like a baby whenever she met one of my creatures of the night in my domain here at Dorney Park. And she screamed just as loud when I peeled the flesh from her bones. I also have the flesh of the guilty volunteer. This person was someone who was so twisted and sick that they used to laugh at the suffering of his family and friends whenever they screamed in my kingdom. Before I took his flesh, I asked him if he wanted to become one of my minions here at Dorney Park's haunt. He wasn't interested. Pity. These hides will now be sacrificed and used to regain control of the entire haunt, past, present, and future. Now, know this, foolish humans. I am the supreme ruler of darkness and Dorney Park's haunt.
What have you done, Overlord?
I have sealed your fate, you ugly hag. Once I sacrifice this human flesh, your pretend reign over my kingdom is over, and you will soon be banished into the depths of the underworld without your soul.
Do you really think your mortal flesh sacrifices are going to mean anything?
One innocent, one guilty, the perfect balance for eternity.
That is no match for my potion. I have captured the essence from every creepy corner of haunt. Every minion's power over your guest is right here in this bottle.
Pathetic. You forget that I created the haunt. All of the minions are my creation, and their territories were created by me. So that potion is useless to you. It won't destroy me. It will only make me stronger.
You have forgotten, Overlord. I have overtaken the haunt.
What? Because you built that petty little cottage in the woods for your ugly hag sisters? What's it called? Trick or treat? You've got to be kidding me.
My sisters are not to be underestimated. What they lack in beauty, they have made up for in power.
The only thing they have going for them is the tiny little souls of greedy, hungry, candy-eating children. And look how many more there are here in front of us, so ripe for the taking. Why don't you get back to your chores, get back on your broomstick, and take these little twerps down to your sisters?
Yes, that is the only thing that you are right about, Overlord. I can't wait to take all these little brats down to my cottage. What kind do you like? My coven of sisters can't wait to meet you.
Do you see? That's all she cares about. Herself and her sisters. How selfish. At least I have provided all of you with years of entertainment.
Not so fast, Overlord. You can't convince the guest about anything. Their small brains don't understand you. I had to clean up the mess you left here at Dorney Park.
What mess?
The mess you left behind after you disappeared several years ago. Or perhaps you didn't tell the guest about that.
I never disappeared. I work in darkness and behind the scenes. I never left.
You fool! Your minions were starting to take over Dorney Park's haunt. They were out of control and running around the park with no one in charge.
What do you mean, woman? I wanted them to fill in every nook and cranny of the park. You were the one who thought you could take your pathetic broom and do some cleaning.
Nonsense.
You completely remove the savages of headhunters and move the pirates of Cutthroat Island down to the bottom of the pond, next to a tiny little stream. How is their ship ever going to sail again?
You idiot! That ship is broken into pieces and is never going to sail again.
With the power of the female sirens, it was going to sail again. I think you are jealous of their beauty. And my hillbillies, you destroyed Bloodshed and banished them to cornstalkers at the bottom of the park by the pond.
They were splattering blood and throwing carcasses everywhere. Someone had to make sure they cleaned up after themselves. Leave it up to a man to make a mess and not clean up after himself.
What are you talking about? This is the haunt. It's supposed to be messy. You're insane.
Insane? Me? What about all those crazy inmates at the asylum? Some of them broke out and started roaming the park because you were nowhere to be found. I had to destroy them and rebuild the facility. I think the ward is so much better. The staff there is completely under my control.
Your control? The staff of the ward is crazier than the inmates.
And what's wrong with that?
Everything!
Oh, and your little mutants running around in desolation? When you up and vanish, I had to take care of them. So I destroyed the place and built another stately manor house at Blood on the Bayou, since your mansion house hotel was so dusty and decrepit.
Dusty? What's wrong with that? Have you seen your little cottage trick or treat lately? Besides, why are you so against anarchy and mayhem? That's what makes evil thrive, you hag. Well, witch, you will soon see my power of mayhem in your new manor house. The Baron Samedi has already wreaked havoc there, and all because of me.
Not quite, Overlord. You forget that your minions don't listen to you anymore. And because I have their essence captured in this potion, their power is mine.
Not before I sacrifice this flesh and send you to the underworld forever.
May the power of Haunt banish you forever, and your dominion here to return never.
No!
For all who have witnessed this banishing, I invite you to this new awakening. Anyone who ever dares to cross me shall suffer the same fate for eternity.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the showing of The Awakening. Please come back at 10:30 to see the final installation's battle for control over Dorney Park's Haunt. Once the witches